that we were able to get more of you here with us today. We're about to give a standing ovation to a very special group of students. They are excited about today. This is very different for them, and I know they're just going to do their best and do a great job. So we're going to please stand as we hear Pomp and Circumstance, and I really want loud cheers for these students as much as you can. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to invite the amazing staff of Upper Nyack Elementary School's 5th grade team to join us on the dais. Please give them a rousing round of applause as well. To all of our teachers and our teaching assistants, come on up. We have seats for you. Come up and join us. And good morning, my wonderful Upper Nyack Elementary School family. And thank you so much for being here with us on this day of celebration and recognition of the class of 2021. I would ask you all to now please stand as I invite 3 amazing representatives of our 5th grade class. From 5M, Freya Matishavanit, 5C, Josiah Harris Dixon, and 5J, Giselle Pena Garcia, to please come up. Everybody stand. And if students could please stand as well. Students stand. Students stand. I know, it's different. It's different. No rehearsal. They're not doing bad without rehearsal. Oliver Grant also, please come up. right next to me, right next to me. And like we've done every single day, let's put our hands on our heart. And together, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you so much, students. To our honored guests today, I welcome you again to our 5th grade moving up ceremony. To our new guests, my name is Joseph McCora, and I'm the very proud principal of Upper Nyack Elementary School. And it is my pleasure to introduce you all to some very special people behind me right now. I would like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. James Montesano. And it is also my pleasure to introduce a courageous group of educators. Their perseverance, courage, innovation, and commitment to our students is a big reason why we are all here today celebrating. You may simply know them as our 5th grade team. I want to thank and congratulate Mrs. Carolyn Monahan, Miss Erica Murator, Mr. Sean Conklin, Mr. Michael Jones, our amazing teaching assistants, Caitlin Leonard, Elizabeth Harrigan, and Arlene Durasmo. Thank you for all you did this year for our students. Ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, my dear graduates, today is a day of celebration and joy. We celebrate a milestone for these wonderful students. It is a day that marks the successful completion, one journey's ending and a new one beginning. 6 years ago, I stood outside what is now the old main entrance of Upper Nyack Elementary School. And I remember that day we had something very much in common. It was our first day, and it was our first day together. I was nervous. I will admit it. I've admitted it to them many times. I was coming from a school where I knew almost every single student, and I was going to a school where I knew hardly no one. And like all things, riding to work that day, I was thinking about it, and the phone rang. And of course, who was calling me that day to wish me good luck? My mother. And like every son does, I spared my mother nothing and told her how nervous I was and how anxious I was and everything. And of course, that's what sons do to mothers. And in that day, my mother said, a retired teacher herself, just remember how important it is for those kindergarten students today to meet a smiling principal, telling them that it's going to be a great day and this is going to be a wonderful day. That kindergarten class coming in today has a lot in common with you, and you can make it a great day for them, and believe me, they're going to make it a great day for you. She reminded me of how important it was for a child to have a positive first impression of school. And with the staff that they greeted that day, I can tell you they certainly did. As the drop-off began, students began entering our school either from the buses, cars, or walking, and familiar faces said hello to one another. But in the middle of all that, I noticed some of these faces walking in. They were the faces of those wonderful students. Some were smiling, some looked very serious, and some had a little tear in their eye because they too might have been a little nervous. And what I'll share with you now, boys and girls, is the people sitting behind you, some of them had tears in their eyes on that day as well. In every one of those eyes of students coming in, every one of those eyes of the children coming in that day, there was wonder and beauty. I remember that just thinking how much potential and talent was in front of me right now. And there was and is today greatness in each and every one of them. You see, boys and girls, from that day on, your journey began. You met some very special people along that journey. They were your teachers and the staff of our school. And as the years went on, new students came to our school that sit here with us today. They joined our school family, and they brought their gifts to all of us. Many who sit right here with you today are very special gifts in your lives. Boys and girls, your courage to come into the building and give it a try on your first day was inspirational. You have continued to inspire ever since and will continue to inspire others. Your determination, your grit, your positive energy, and your kindness were on display for all. Boys and girls, you have been challenged like no other fifth grade was ever challenged. And you met that challenge. You met it head on, you took it on, and you accomplished your goals. And today, we celebrate that. If you're not getting my hidden message, boys and girls, it's pretty obvious how proud everyone is of you today. And as you move on to the next journey, remember all the people that were on this journey with you. Remember those amazing parents and family members that backed you up, those that loved you along the way. They will always be there for you. They're here today for you. They're watching us on live stream right now. And they will always be here for you, as will your Upper Nyack family. You see, we all shared the gift of time with one another. And that time is truly precious to all of us. And I leave you with the following advice from one of my heroes in history. You all know I'm a former history teacher. And one of my heroes in history is Mahatma Gandhi, who had this advice for all people. Boys and girls, keep your words positive. Your words will become your behaviors. Keep your behaviors positive, because your behaviors will become your habits. Keep your habits positive, because your habits will become your values. And keep your values positive, because your values will become your destiny. To the class of 2021, there is no limit to your potential for success in this world. You are proof to all of us that the future is one of hope, and you will lead the way. I want you to go forward and enjoy middle school. You're ready, and you will be great. Let's give another round of applause for these wonderful students. Congratulations. We're proud of you. You are on to great things. And now, speaking of great, it is my pleasure to introduce three wonderful students who will share some quotes and knowledge based on some of their work this year. Please give a big round of applause representing 5M, Rylan Garcia, 5C, Jocelyn Fasano, and 5J, Cade Sampson. Come on up, ladies and gentlemen.
Some Words to Live By, from the novel Wonder by R.J. Palacio that we read this year. When given the choice between being right or being kind, choose kind. A fresh start gives us the chance to reflect on the past, weigh the things we've done, and apply what we've learned from those things to the future. If we don't examine the past, we don't learn from it.
I will now read a quote from the book I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Let us pick up our books and pens, I said. They're our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, and one book and one pen can change the world.
Thank you, Rylan, Jocelyn, and Cade, for those words of wisdom. We will now commence with the handing out of our certificates. And I will invite the homeroom teachers to come up and read the names. Students, this is just a reminder You're going to see right over there a wonderful photographer. This was the one thing we kind of practiced at recess last week. And we're going to see the footprints right there. And as you get your certificate from me, go over there, take that mask off, and smile like you have never smiled in your life, because your parents want a great picture of this event, okay? So I'm now going to call up the 5th grade team to begin reading the names. Big round of applause for the 5th grade team.
Okay, so when you hear your name, come up and get your diploma from Mr. Makora. Elise Akins. Luke Beeman. Shannon Carroll. Alex Camito. Alice Courtney Wren. Benjamin Curley. Matthew DeSantis. Richard Durandis. Jocelyn Fasano. Chloe Gleason. Michaela Gleason. Abby Gould. Oliver Grant.
Sinai Guercio Brunson. Josiah Harris Dixon. Kayla Jemison. Anthony Kerwin. Ronaldo Lewis. Wesley Mackin. Olivia Morangi. Iris Mazariego. Annabelle Picaro. Sophia Schmidt. Devin Taylor. Marcello Trejo Shack. Congratulations, Class 5 CM and Grade 5.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. First off, Class 5J, Erica Bowen. Gabriella Brown. Molly Cooperman. Liana DaCosta. Osiris Elam Vasquez. Henry Goodman. August Hill. Caillou Hoffer. Isaac Honig. Stanley Howard. Owen Jagish. Ethan Mandel. Maeve McCulloch. Alexis O'Brien. Giselle Pena Garcia. Evan Pesca. Cade Sampson. Colin Simone. Sibel Slebos. Anissa Telemock. Amira Trinidad. And although he couldn't be here, he's joining us remotely, Chu Sang Yang. Congratulations, 5J, and to all the 5th grade graduates.
Isabella Black. Wyatt Cooperman. Rylan Garcia. Marin Graham. Dylan Callender. Freya Machivanet. Charlene Milian. Keanu Mundell. Maya Perez. Ethan Pulley. Jake Reich. Javian Velez. Aubrey Wirtz. And last but not least, Nathan Wright. Congratulations, 5 Monahan and the rest of Upper Nyack.
Let's hear it again for the class of 2021. Congratulations! Wow! Please indulge me for a few moments. We have a lot of thank yous. I want to thank, personally, who's here with us today. I want to thank our secretary, Ada Contreras and Linda DeLolio, for all of their help in putting so much of these little things together. Someone who greeted them with all of us on that first day. I want to thank our security guard, Mr. Harold Brewer, who was always there and rode the bus and from the beginning to the end. Thank you, Harold. Thank you to Kevin Heaton from facilities, our custodial staff, Belleville, and all the people that set this up for us. It's incredible. I want to also thank our friends, the high school administrative team, for all of their assistance. Ms. Nicole Saiva, the principal of Nyack High School, and our assistant principals, Mr. George Teasdale and Ms. Lucia Pichardo. Thank you for all of your assistance. Thank you to our art teacher, Ms. Tanisha Semide, for all of her work in helping with the shirt for the 5th graders. Thank you, Ms. Semide, our art teacher. I want to thank also Mr. Braga, Ms. Braga, and Mr. Serafici for their flexibility this last week with letting a lot of these 5th grade activities and helping out with them behind the scenes with a lot of things. And we couldn't have a moving up ceremony without Mr. Yanko at least playing some music. So thank you, Mr. Yanko, for everything. To you, the parents of these beautiful children, thank you so much for all of your support and cooperation during an incredible 5th grade year, faced with challenges that parents were not, we were kind of all going through this together, and thank you for being in it together with us. Please give yourselves a round of applause. This is your accomplishment today, and we thank you for the support you gave us. One group of parents in particular that I would just like to point out, our 5th grade PTA Parent Committee. I want to quote the students and the staff from Friday. You rock with all of the things that you did for these students, from the yearbook to all the little festivities that you put together just to make it that much more special, especially these last couple of weeks. And in closing, all of you, thank you for sharing these beautiful children with us, and thank you for your trust and cooperation in all of us. It's truly been an honor. But finally, I would be remiss not to acknowledge our collective thanks to our superintendent, who is joining us today, Dr. James Montesano. As you know, Dr. Montesano is about to go forward on a new journey of his own, and that is the journey of retirement. And we want to thank you, sir, for 10 years of dedicated service and support to our district gym. We wish you a long and healthy retirement. Thank you. Would the graduates please stand? And we're waiting for the music. There it comes.